Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful spring afternoon, but it's chilly and there's a wind, so please excuse the sound of the microphone. This morning was -3 and yesterday morning was -6, and we're almost in May. It's a very, very bizarre year. I'd like to read you something from a book I wrote it was published in 2013. What's that? 8 years ago. And it's called The Tao of Prepping. And what I'm going to read to you is called the Yeomans Creed. Now please listen to this, absorb it, and then tell me if you don't feel the same. The Yeomans Creed. I was born a free individual, a native of planet Earth. As an intelligent person, I have the right to make my own decisions concerning myself and my children. So long as I harm no other, unless in self-defense, or steal from them, or damage their property, I have the right to live my short life on earth as I choose, without fear of others ordering me or forcing me to do otherwise. I have the right to choose which plants to grow and consume. I have the right to choose which livestock I shall raise. I have the right to cultivate my own property in order to provide food and sustenance for myself and my family. I have the right to drill a well to provide water for my family. I have the right to seek out sustainable alternatives for fuel and energy so that neither I nor my family become indebted to companies and corporations, nor be a burden on dwindling resources. I have the right to build whatever property I choose on my own private land, and to make whatever modifications I like to it. Otherwise, it is not private land. I do not need to seek another's permission to do this. I have the right to protect myself and my family from harm in the manner that best befits the situation. Any person who wishes to harm myself, my family, or my property has relinquished their right to civilized conduct and must face the consequences of their actions. I have the right to decide which individual or group of individuals decide the fate of myself and my family. I have the right to reject the commands of those I deem irrelevant to my life or my family's lives. This is called freedom of choice, and any enforcement otherwise is merely extortion, torture, kidnapping, blackmail, a protection racket, or tyranny, and as such is an illegal act under common law. I have the right to choose what education my family will receive without fear of being imprisoned illegally or having my children stolen from me. I agree that all children need to learn how to read, write and perform arithmetic calculations, but any subject beyond that is optional and must not be enforced. I have the right to decide which medicine and medical treatment both I and my family will receive, and I have the right to refuse any I deem harmful or unnecessary. I have the right to choose my own religious and sexual persuasion. I was born a free individual. I will live as a free individual, and I shall die as a free individual. I am a yeoman. Thus begins the Tao of Prepping. I'm very interested in what your comments will be. I wrote that, I think that was 2012, 2011 I wrote it, and it was published in 2013 by Multimedia Publications. Bizarrely, my publisher, I actually have 7 books. My publisher went bankrupt many years ago, and I haven't received a penny for any book I wrote for many, many years. Yet, my books somehow are still being printed and still being sold by certain large bookstores and corporations who are making a profit from my work. I received not 1 penny if you buy a book from one of these companies. I don't even know how. So what I would like to suggest, because the Tao of Prepping really is an excellent guide to how to get into prepping, bushcraft, self-reliance. You can find it online. It was also published, published in print and ebook format, and some enterprising individuals copied the ebook format as a PDF and released it for free on the internet via torrents. I think it's called piracy. Whatever. I would personally prefer if you found one of those PDFs and downloaded it and read that. It's free. And I'd rather my words reached as many people as possible than paying some corporation who will profit from my words without me doing so. Have a look for a PDF online, download it and read it as an ebook. I'm very happy when people explain their own life situation, what they've been through or what challenges they've faced, or even, what their plans and dreams are. I think it's really important to express yourself. It can often reinforce something you had doubts about, especially if you have like-minded individuals speaking with you. Many people are too frightened to speak to the people around them in normal life because they're worried about the reaction. Many people are stuck in this artificial conformist reality where they think, village life is never quiet, where they think they know what you should do and what you shouldn't. These are the people who are worried, what will the neighbours think? Ignore them. But it is very difficult to ignore them. If you feel like you're the only person who wants to go live in a log cabin in Alaska and the rest of your friends are deeply in debt to get a new BMW, I'm hoping through our community and through the wider community of like-minded people, you will find support for this, for your dreams. I really hope we can sort of support one another. There are a lot of naysayers about everything in life. It doesn't matter the topic. There's always someone who knows better. And there are very few who've actually experienced what you personally will experience. And until they have, they're not worth listening to. They're really not. They'll just bring you down. Lots of people don't like other people succeeding because it highlights their own faults and failures. I always try to find positive support. As always, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos after watching them, of course, and be free.